Fight fans all over the world, it's Daddy P with Slap Happy Gorilla. What? There we have it, ladies and gentlemen. One of the most prolific heavyweight fights of our era. Probably the most prolific. We have an undisputed fight in the heavyweight division at a time when we have two undefeated fighters crossing paths for greatness. Listen. Tyson Fury, y'all know this storyline could not be better. Tyson Fury, a heavyweight boxer. His career was pretty mundane. He was undefeated until he crossed Vladimir Klitschko, who a lot of people didn't give him a chance at winning. He beat Vladimir Klitschko for 3 of the 4 major titles. He beat him and won the IBF, WBO, and the WBA. Now, he did get the IBO as well, but that's not considered a major title. So he wasn't undisputed, but he held 3 of the 4 major belts. Listen, he went on, once he won against Klitschko, he went into a drug-induced stupor or whatever you want to call it, where he just got into some alcohol, drugs, or what have you. Took a hiatus from the sport for a while, but he ended up coming back, took some fights to get his feet wet, and got an opportunity to fight one of the best heavyweights that had a big buzz around his name in the United States. Listen, in Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder gave him a shot. And at the time, Deontay Wilder was the heavyweight of America. He was the biggest puncher in the sport, had a big buzz around his name, and he gave Tyson Fury an opportunity. Y'all know how the saga goes. The first fight was a draw. They came back to do it again, and Tyson Fury beat him twice. Listen. This is what gave Tyson Fury a career name on a world stage level by beating an American heavyweight boxer that at the time had the biggest buzz around his name. I mean, let's just say it. American boxing, especially when you have a big American heavyweight with buzz, you're putting yourself on a world stage. We have some of the biggest stages here in America, some of the biggest revenue fights. And this put Tyson Fury in a position to make the money that he's making. And it gave his name steroids. So now we have Tyson Fury, WBC champion. He beat Deontay Wilder for that WBC strap. So now you have a heavyweight that has held all 4 major titles, not at the same time, but he's held all of the titles. With Klitschko, he had the WBO, the WBA, and the IBF. And now he beat Wilder for the WBC. But now, having an opportunity to face off for those 3 major belts and the IBO, which he held at one particular time by beating Klitschko, and to unify with the WBC, man, the storyline couldn't be sweeter. Now we have Oleksander Usyk, a story of its own. Oleksander Usyk was undisputed in the cruiserweight division. He stepped up to the heavyweight division, and he beat one of the biggest heavyweights on a world stage in Anthony Joshua, and beat him twice. And he holds 3 of the 4 major titles right now in the WBA, the IBF, and the WBO. Also, that IBO title, which is not considered as a major title. Now, these are the same titles that Tyson Fury held at one particular time by beating Klitschko. But now we have this undisputed cruiserweight that holds these titles. Now, that's just the beginning of the storyline, but both these guys are undefeated. Both guys have a very high IQ in the ring. And, the difference is the weight. Tyson Fury, the biggest, the baddest heavyweight right now in the division, standing at 6'9", 85-inch arm reach. He doesn't come in as that big-time menacing bruising guy that has the big punch, that some heavyweights in the past. He's more agile with his big girthy frame. You know what I'm saying? Like he doesn't come in like a George Foreman type of guy that was considered a big bruiser of his era. But Tyson Fury, for the size he has, is probably as agile a fighter as you want to see, especially for this era of boxing. We've had some great heavyweights in the past that were pretty agile, but Tyson Fury being the big guy in this era of boxing, man, he moves well for his size. Taking nothing away from Oleksander Usyk, who is a very agile fighter coming from that cruiserweight division. Even for cruiserweight, he moves so well. You know what I'm saying? Now, in the past, we had greats like Muhammad Ali that was a phenomenal moving boxer, great hand speed. But, that was that era's boxer, one of the greatest boxers that ever lived. But Usyk is making a name for himself as a heavyweight that's agile, that moves well, great hand speed, great footwork, and a great boxing IQ. All-around good fighter. Hey, look, man, this matchup is a dream matchup. I don't know why some people aren't getting up for this fight. I'm really excited about this fight. We are going to see history. This is history in the making. We will see an undisputed fighter as long as the fight is not a draw. I hear a lot of people talking about draw, and then with the betting odds being so close, the draw is like, if you bet for it to be a draw, you could make some money too. But I'm going to be honest with you myself. I don't think it's going to be a draw. It could be one of those type of fights where, you got two thinkers in the ring and they just outthink the fight to the point where it's just like a boring matchup. But myself personally, I think these two fighters, they have what a lot of great heavyweights have, in the fact that they are both men that want to show their skill and best the other. I think that's going to outweigh the IQ in the ring. I think it's going to be a back and forth match. And I think it will go through stages where these guys are going to be thinking. But I think Tyson Fury, oh man, such a high IQ and so calculated. I think he has what it takes to make this, at some points in the fight, a brawl. And that will suit him the better, But, hey, this storyline, great storyline for the sport. I'm excited about it. Myself, I'm leaning towards Tyson Fury winning this fight. I'm not counting Oleksander Usyk out at all. You can never count him out. This guy is he has great skills, to say the least. I'm not saying he can't win. I'm just leaning more towards Tyson Fury. I think that Fury is going to be too much for him, and I think that Fury has what it takes to, I don't want to say outthink Usyk, because both of them are great thinkers in the ring, but I think he has what it takes with his size and everything considered to be a little bit too much for Usyk. But all in all, what do you guys think about this fight? I love it. Hey, this is Daddy Pete. I appreciate all the subscribers. If you're not subscribed, Please subscribe to the channel. Hate, like, comment. Hey, hit that bell icon to be notified every time it go down. What y'all think about this fight? What y'all think about Saudi Arabia? What y'all think about this fight? Turkey Usyk. What y'all think about everything involved? I just believe that, man, look, this is a magical matchup in a year of boxing that we thought was going to be a little behind, but we getting some great fights. This Daddy P, I'm out of there.